Right, Bob, just witnessed the last public workout for Brian before you go over to America. How do you think it went?
Good. And we've had a tough day today because we've not had he's not had time to rest. He's been busy all day doing different things, but with the big fights comes more stuff you've got to do for the press and that and the TV. So you know, it was a great performance, even though he's not had the rest that I want him to have. You know, we've done 10 rounds and it's only the second hard day of the first hard week of training, and he's on 10 rounds. Normally he's only on 6, but because he missed Monday, he wanted to do a good workout today, so we did 10 rounds, so I'm dead pleased with it.
Right, well Brian, we fly up to America on Sunday. How are you feeling?
I feel great, you know, it's the old cliche that boxers say, it's the best camp I've ever had, but it is actually the best camp I've ever had. I'm injury free, I've missed no runs through injury, I've done everything I can. I've had more sparring than I've ever had. I can't even imagine fighting an orthodox fighter now. It's all been southpaw. So I'm mentally prepared, physically prepared, and I think I've got the tools to beat Demetrius Andrade.
Right, and on the grapevine, I'm hearing you're breaking the records on the runs. Is that true?
No, I never beat the records on the runs.
No, you've knocking your minute.
I've been doing my personal best, but I've not been beating any of the lads. That'll never happen.
Knocked a minute and a half off.
Like I said to the lads, winning that run doesn't win you British titles.
But a minute and a half knocked off your best
Oh yeah,
time,
I've been beating my times every single week.
Right.
As long as I'm improving every time, it doesn't matter.
Right. And are you putting that down to the fitness of him, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, with tougher opponents come tougher training camps, don't they? So when you say the camps are getting better, they are, because you're working hard at each camp. You know, you can't say that's set in concrete, that's the camp, and you're going to use that camp every time. Things have got to evolve, and with the extra stuff that he's doing with Sean Cruel, you know, the TRX training and stuff like that. It's the very first time I've ever done the body belt with him, and he's hurting me.
Right.
You know, and I was having a laugh saying that the gloves were smaller, but he's used 10 ounce before and not hurt me. You know, I'm not sure if they are 10 ounce gloves or 8 ounce gloves what he's using, because it is hurting, you know what I mean? So he is getting stronger, but I think finally, at last, he's beginning to mature.
Right, and so
It's been a long time coming, by the way.
we're winding down now in England, fly out on Sunday to America. You're going to be over there for 2 weeks. What's your plans over there in America?
Well, we've got one hard week to do, and then the back off week. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, we're going to still be working hard when we get there, and it's the first time we've been, so we've not left any stone unturned training. So I don't want to spoil it by going over there too late and not being ready. So I've given myself plenty of time.
Right. And for you, Brian, you know, I mean, it's a bumpy road for the all three of us to get there. It's been a long time. You know, this fight we knew about before 2014, and you know, June the 14th, it's suddenly here. How are you feeling about it now?
Like you said, we've all had our ups and downs. You know, there was one time where I thought I'd never even win a British title. It looked bleak. You know, I'd hung up the gloves at one point. So to be where I am now, in the position that I'm in, fighting for a world title in New York, I think it's an achievement not just for me, but for Bobby and yourself. You know, you're going to have your first world champion. And
So am I.
Yeah, Bobby's going to have his first world champion. I'm going to be the first world champion from Blackpool, so I can promise you that I'm coming back with that world title.
Right, well, I was going to say what you got to say to your fans before we go. We don't need to say anything now, Friday, because you just said that. What about you, Bob? Have you any messages out there before we go?
No, it's just, you know, we've got a tough task and a tough job, haven't we? And it's not, you know, we've had to do it the hard way, and, you know, people are saying we're the underdogs again, but there's one thing that we do in this gym, we just prove people wrong, don't we? You know, I'd rather be the underdog than everyone saying we're going to win. You know, we've got now to lose, we're going out there to not prove a point to anybody else, but to prove that we're right, you know.
Yeah, can I just say, I've gone through my career proving people wrong. This fight's not about proving people wrong and putting people right. This is about proving to who believed in me, and that's my family, and that's Bobby, and anyone around me that supported me throughout my career. I'm going to prove them right this time, and that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it to prove them right, and not to prove the doubters wrong.
Well, I woke up on Sunday, you know, just thinking about the fight. I've not thought about it. I've been dead busy. I woke up, I was so excited. Has the nerves got to you, Bob, or are you excited?
I'm all right now. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I watched them Andrade tapes and stuff like that. At first, I couldn't see a way around it, but now I've got it. You know, we've got it now. So it's more excitement now than nerves. You know what I mean?
Right, and we're doing a press conference Friday down in London, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
We're all going.
Yeah, don't get that one wrong, will you?
As long as you don't mess it up again,
You don't mess it up again, yeah.
I just must let everyone know his text editor tell him that he never told me he wasn't coming
Yeah,
back.
well, mate, I've got to tell the truth, haven't I?
Did you? Did you?
Yeah, of course.
So,
I didn't text
everyone
him.
is on camera now. It's official, Bobby Rimmers are grass.
I DM'd him.
I never took you for a grab.
Oh, mate, say what you want. I'm not asked. I'm not hiding and telling lies anymore.
So, all the best, lads. I'll be
Thank
over
you.
there with you soon. I'm looking forward
Thanks
to
for
bringing
all
it
your
all
help,
out.
Stu. We're in this together, mate.
All right, cheers.